Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. Today's topic we will discuss with rising a question: is it good to have political competitions? So, elections, which are mainly taking place in democracies or democratic governments, they are all about competitions among various candidates, different political parties, and even at a different level. So these elections, if they are taking place without competition, then it it may become, or definitely it becomes, worthless or pointless, because political competition, if it is not given, then one or the other way it is not giving chance for people to choose, select right suitable person from best political party which is having its own ideals or principles in working in favor of people. That's why political competition, if it is not given, then elections in democracies, they may go, it they mainly uh, identified or treated as worthless or pointless. Then many a time a competition in elections, it may create disunity and factionalism or groupism. If we are going to consider competition is required, then the competition in between the candidates, the competition in between the political parties, it may create disunity and factionalism. Factionalism means groupism. Then political parties and leaders may allegate against one another. Allegate means goes on criticizing one on another. Then candidates and political parties may follow dirty tricks. Then electoral fights among the candidates and parties may not bring long-term sensible policies to the people. So if it is not given importance, if it is not practiced and followed, then the leaders may think of having power for long term. To overcome from this, we need to go on making our people need to get awareness themselves about justifying or judging about knowledge and character of the political leader, and the political leader one who is working, they need to be rewarded. If they are not working, then they need to be given punishment for not doing so. Then moreover, regular electoral competitions, if it is conducted, then it makes more stable and more stability among the government and the political leaders. Then today's topic is, what is our system of elections? What is our system of election? So the elections which are taking place in India, they are mainly based on democratic ideals or democratic principles. Moreover, democratic elections are taking place in India. So all the matters of elections, it is mainly supervised or implemented by an independent organization established under the constitutional guidance, and the organization is Election Commission of India. Then the working of the Election Commission of India, it is mainly supervised by Chief Election Commissioner of India as head, who is mainly appointed by the President of India. Then similarly, in each and every states, the election and election related matters are mainly supervised by State Election Commission. It is a subordinate unit of Election Commission of India. Then the working of State Election Commission, it's mainly dealt by Chief Election Commissioner of State, one who is appointed by the President of India on the advice of Chief Election Commissioner of India. Then the elections in India, which are taking place once in 5 years, they are general elections. Then if the elections takes place in order to fulfill the seats to the particular constituency on uncertain reasons, that is death of the elected representative or the resignation made by the elected representative before the completion of his term, then in order to fulfill the post to the particular constituency, so the elections will take place. These kind of elections are mainly by elections. Then if the existing government dissolves before the completion of its term will be always 5 years. If before the completion of 5 years, if the government dissolves, then elections are announced in order to form the government. Then these kind of elections are re-elections. So with this, let me stop today's session and let's meet in tomorrow's session. Thank you.